Where in the world does it rain? We're about to take a quick trip around the globe to figure that out. It sounds simple, right? But you'd be surprised.
Okay, think about it. You probably have a pretty good mental map of where it's hot and where it's cold on Earth. No problem. But what about rain? Do you really know where it rains the most? Is it as straightforward as you think? We're about to put that to the test.
All right, first things first, let's start with something we all get: temperature. It's probably the simplest, most predictable climate pattern our planet has, and it's the perfect place to start.
I mean, look at that. It's just so simple, right? You've got this bright red, super hot band wrapped around the equator. And then as you move away from it, either north or south, it just cools down. It fades from red to yellow to blue. It's this beautiful, clean pattern that's all about one thing: how far you are from the equator.
And because of that pattern, we can easily break the world down into these three main temperature zones. You've got your tropical zone, super hot, right there in the middle, then the temperate zones, where things are a bit milder, and of course the freezing polar zones at the very top and bottom. It's all so neat and tidy, makes total sense.
Okay, so we've got this super logical, predictable pattern for temperature. It's all nice and organized. But that brings us to the real mystery here. Does rain follow the same rules?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? It makes sense. Hotter air, more water evaporates, which should lead to more rain. So, is the map of where it rains just a copy of the heat map? Is it just wettest where it's hottest? Let's see.
Well, it's time to find out. Let's unveil the world's actual rainfall patterns. And spoiler alert, things are about to get a lot messier.
And there it is. Whoa. Right away, you can see this is a totally different story. Where are the nice, neat bands? They're gone. Instead, you've got these blobs and patches of dark green scattered all over the place. This is way more complicated.
Yeah, our source material really nails it with this one. It's simple. Precipitation is just unevenly distributed over the world. It doesn't follow that simple north to south pattern like temperature. Rain plays by a completely different set of rules.
So let's dig into the proof. Let's really hammer home this point that hot and wet are not the same thing.
Okay, this is the perfect comparison to make our case. Think about North Africa and the Middle East. On the temperature map, that area is glowing red. It's one of the hottest places on the planet. But then, you look at the rainfall map for that exact same spot. It's yellow. Almost no rain. I mean, that's the Sahara Desert we're talking about. Super, super hot and super, super dry. Right there, that one example just completely blows up the idea that heat automatically means rain.
So instead of those simple bands, scientists talk about three main rainfall patterns. First, you've got the extremely wet places. Think the Amazon rainforest or Southeast Asia. These places are getting absolutely soaked with over 2,000 millimeters a year. That's like 80 inches of rain. Then you've got the other extreme, the extremely dry spots. We're talking deserts, the middle of huge continents, and the poles. They get less than 250 millimeters, barely anything. And then pretty much everywhere else fits into this third bucket, where the rain just changes with the seasons.
So let's just lay it out, side by side. Temperature? Simple. Predictable. It follows the lines of latitude from hot to cold. Rainfall? Nope. It's complex, it's uneven, and the zones it creates have almost nothing to do with those neat temperature bands.
All right, let's bring it all home. What's the one big idea we need to take away from all this?
Here it is, the big takeaway. Temperature is not destiny for rainfall. It's just not. While the sun gives us this nice, orderly system for heat, rain is a whole other beast. It's this wild, complicated dance involving oceans, winds, and mountains. So knowing a place is hot tells you, well, that it's hot. It tells you almost nothing about whether you'll need an umbrella.
And that leaves us with a really huge question for today. We all know the planet is getting warmer. But since we've just seen that heat isn't the whole story for rain, what's going to happen to these already messy rain patterns? Where are things going to get drier? Where are they going to get wetter? Figuring that out, well, that's one of the biggest challenges our climate scientists are tackling right now.